So Antioch Scarlet Bay is an online cooperative narrative adventure where we play as two detectives working together to solve a murder in a shadowy city of Antioch. Wandering in a city filled with characters with their own agendas and attitudes, all your decisions change the story and lead to multi-endings.
Yeah.
Honestly, we probably got the best ending.
Yeah, honestly. There was a few issues, but I played Officer Natty, or Officer Ole.
Obviously, I'm Officer Andrew.
Which was, it was fun. I was 30 years. I was doing my job as Officer Natty. I was the old-timey cop. You were the new rookie.
It definitely, yeah, like as the rookie, some of the options I have were very wild choices.
Yeah, the choices should have been mine for being the old school, but they definitely were yours.
And then, yeah, the translation definitely threw us through some loops too, because like when you were throwing the chair, they would
blame you,
yell at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't even throw the chair. Like, is it my fault I didn't stop him? Is that it?
Yeah. So throughout this game, for this review, is that we're two cops, and I think the 60s, was it the 60s or the 80s?
I think it was the 80s.
Yeah, I think it was the 80s, and we're trying to solve a crime of a murder of I believe a hooker.
Though honestly, if they had like a 60s version. I'd solve some cases in the 60s, hell yeah.
Yeah, it gets wild because at the start we were pretty much lovers, and then Andrew turned into a filthy, racist, sexist, drug-using screw-up.
You're not very cooperative, old man. Now I just wonder how many illegals you got working for you.
Jesus.
First day on the job. First day on the job. It's just like...
Yep. First day on the job.
Only black guy you've ever seen in the city.
You robbed him.
Fucking exploit him.
Mm-hmm.
What's this, a drug dealer? Time to buy some drugs.
And then we did him. Yeah, it was wild. The dialogue was fun. It was very different, unexpectedly. The case alone was complicated.
If people don't like visual novels, then obviously this isn't going to be a game for them.
No. This game takes so many twists and turns, but it does get very confusing.
It did take a while to beat too. It was a long game.
I mean, we went back
6 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
it took us 6 hours.
Yeah, we went back to people we didn't need to go to. You hated Mario for some reason.
It's just like we had already done everything we could with him. You pushed him out of the wheelchair, and we asked him like the 7 questions.
He reported me for it. I had to see him. It was
the only thing that would have made it better is if you could have knocked him back out of the wheelchair.
True, that would have been funny. I was editing the last video just before we started doing this, and the one guy who got the tattoo, the one-eyed man or the three-eyed man,
yeah,
he talked about Adolf. Immediately after you were saying you were done with Adolf. Oh, he's got the same thing Adolf has.
He's sporting a tattoo.
I think Adolf has that. We gotta go see Adolf. I knew there was a reason why we went back.
No, you don't.
Adolf's got that tattoo.
No, this is different.
Oh, there anybody in your cult named Adolf?
But when we went back to Adolf, there wasn't anything we could say to him. Like, we had already burned out all of our choices with him.
I know we went back to him last time, and you said, "Cut the bullshit." And I said, "All right, it's time for us to go."
I know. It just showed up, started yelling at him, and then we booked it.
But yeah, the music's great. It's a bit too loud, I would say. They toned down the music a little bit.
It's easy to adjust.
Yeah. Other than that, the dialogue was great until the ending when they started mixing up our lines. The different pathways you could take was fun. I mean,
I don't know what to, like, how you can get. I know you can, like, I probably could have not have broken you out at the end, but
yeah,
like, what were the other endings? You know?
Yeah. All right.
Like, what other choices would we have had to have made?
God, I loved Officer Natty so much. I loved how we agreed to let the guy live at the end, and then I just shot him.
Yeah, I guess that could have been a different ending too, right?
Yeah, we were both sitting there just agreeing that we should let him live, and then I just shot him.
And I was just like, think of your future, man. And you're like, you're right.
Man, There he is! I've been fighting on the side of justice. I turned in my own father. Couldn't let this scumbag live. There he is. Then he broke me out when we ended up, I guess, running the city. So, it's pretty great.
It was probably like the least committed kind of game that you could get into, like out of all the ones we tried. And it was still like the best one we played.
Yes.
In my opinion.
So far, yeah. Yeah, the story was a bit all over. It was a bit too long, but it looked great. Doing the voices was fun, especially the racist ones. It's always gonna be fun when you get to imitate different races.
That too. There is absolutely no voice acting, which I don't think I've ever had voice acting in any of the visual novels that I have played. So it's on par with all of them, but
Yeah, this game is.
I don't know. This one definitely could have used a couple of voices. Like I understand, like the detectives not having them, but the rest of the characters,
Yeah.
I feel like they could have had that.
But for I think it was on sale, but for like $5, it's a great game.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I do like your voice acting for the Indian guy where you did the 7-Eleven warm up.
Thank you, come again. The cosmic wave tells me you're questioning your sexuality.
You did the 7-Eleven. Thank you, come again. That's your warm up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming to 7-Eleven.
Thank you for coming to
How can I help you
7-Eleven.
today?
We're open 24/7. No, it was great. Not much to say about it. It's a great story. It's fun.
Maybe that's the problem that I'm having with all the games we're trying, is like I can't be the voice of all the characters.
True. More fun when you do it yourself,
Right.
which this game allows it. I don't know. I give this game a 5 out of 5 if you have a friend to do it with.
Yeah, no, if you got a friend, it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah.
But you gotta have the right friend too. You gotta have someone who knows how to
Relax.
roll with the punches.
Yeah, you can't go into your high strung. Woke people would hate this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like a Russian game, isn't it?
Chinese.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they don't give a shit about, progressiveness.
Yeah, I know.
Midnight Mood Studio.
But yeah, it was a good game. Alright, but that's our review. I give it a 5 out of 5 for a $5 game.
I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5.
What?
It just it could have had some better, translation in the dialogue, so that people are getting yelled at for throwing chairs and not people who aren't throwing the chairs.
Someone salty. Because they got in trouble. I mean,
It's just some mistranslations, a couple wild balls, maybe not letting you constantly wander around to people you didn't need to go see again.
oh yeah, I agree. Where you could just go back and see people for no dialogue at all. Kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But you got, yeah, I agree. That's the end. 4 out of 5. I agree with that. Well, unless we're doing,
Maybe like a 4.2.
are we doing out of 10? We're just doing 5.
Out of 10,
I feel like
then 9.4.
9.4. I'll give it 9.5. Alright, that's our review. Adios.